We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerds of the Apocalypse. I am, of course, Stevie B. Alongside me today is
Trex.
Beth.
Showtime.
All right, let's get
Beth, speak up.
No, let's get the obvious out of the way. Beth has got something wrong with her throat. Insert
Stevie.
joke.
Super laryngitis.
It's insert dirty statement. Okay, so Beth, you're gonna be like, Beth, I didn't hear it. Well, she's got something on with her throat. She's still here. She just. Okay.
I'm sorry, dude. It's Beaker, man. The best Muppet, but still, that's all I'm getting from this Farnsworth. That's all I'm getting.
Whenever I think about Beaker, I just see him running around like something's wrong in the lab, and he's running around the lab. That's Beaker. All right, today's episode is going to be very Valiant. No, it's we got an announcement to make about Valiant. We're going to talk about our time at SC Comic Con, and we're going to do our weekend Geek. And there we go.
Not in that order.
No, not in that order. That's right. Sorry. All right, so we'll start with our weekend Geek. Start with me and Beth going to have a joint weekend Geek. I spent the past couple weeks going back and forth with Beth. What was the first thing you said?
Space cases.
That's right. She asked me if I've ever seen Space Cases. And then I recited back to her the lyrics to the intro music. And because I feel like no one else remembers that show, man.
Had Jules stayed in it.
Yes, I thought it was like it had Zach, the Black Ranger. That's like where he went after Power Rangers. That's probably why little Stevie B started watching it in the first place, was because it had Zach in it. But you guys, you know the show at all?
If I saw a clip, I would probably know it.
What's
but
it called?
Space cases.
Space Cases. It's about like a group of students and their teachers, and they investigate like this ship that's stranded in space, and all of a sudden it like takes off on its own and jumps into hyperspace, and they're stuck on the ship, like.
And it's not the next Magic School Bus.
No, it's well.
or that weird video that wrote crap. I made it. I ruined it.
Yeah,
You did ruin it.
It was gonna be a reference to How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
I forgot her name.
and it had like a Spock type kid, and
It's the cast.
the jock was Zach, and they had different stereotypes, and there was this
So it's Breakfast Club in space.
essentially, and there's this one girl that talked to herself all the time. She had like an imaginary friend.
The one with the hat on her?
Jules stayed.
Yeah.
In her
Looks
hair.
like-
Oh,
familiar.
I remember now.
What was her imaginary friend's name? It was Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
Was it Jenny? Was it?
No, I can't remember. Look it up.
That's a freaking Borg.
And she had an imaginary friend, and the cliffhanger for like 1 to 2 was she got stuck on the ship and something happened. I can't remember what. And then out walks her imaginary friend, and she's gone. So it's like, oh, this girl actually isn't crazy. She really has been talking to someone that lived in like a different dimension, and they just swap places. So they literally changed actresses. Susie, that's right. So then Susie was like that character in 2, and she talked to her friend, and it was crazy. And then it was one of those shows they didn't know where it was going, and the ship crash landed on a planet, and so then it started the show episode.
Yeah, Power Rangers Jungle Force.
Right, and so then the whole show is about them on stranded on this planet trying to get off. And as a kid, I missed the episode of when that happened, when the ship crashed. So I was just like, where are we? The ship doesn't fly? What's happening? And I think then it got canceled, because after that it was like, oh, where do we go from here? And then we started talking about, what else? What were we talking
The
about?
dinosaur one. I can never remember the name of it.
There was a dinosaur movie back in the day, Pre-Hysteria.
The small little dinos.
Yes.
Oh, that was the best.
Do you remember Pre-Hysteria, Showtime?
Oh, love that one.
That was so good.
Yeah, they found like baby dinosaur. There was like some.
He's like an archaeologist, and he finds like little dinosaur eggs, and he like puts them in a cooler and takes them with him, and they hatch, and they're little tiny dinosaurs.
Little Brontosaurus is so cute.
Yeah, it
It's a Disney movie, wasn't it?
I think I
Disney
watched it on Disney Channel. Then we started talking about Disney shows, and then I think the most recent one we talked about was Weird Science.
Yes.
It's
The movie?
Yeah. Well, no.
You just watched that American Dad episode too with the weird science. And you lost it.
Yes, that's why I was because I had just talked to her about it. That's why it was so funny to me. Because I said, have you seen Weird Science? And she goes, yes, the movie was great. I said, you saw the movie, but did you see the TV show on USA? And she's like, no! That was my first introduction to Weird Science, was the actual TV show. Then I went back and saw the movie.
Which lady did you like? The one from the movie or the one from the show?
TV show, without a doubt.
Hey, man, dude.
I thought, well...
Those lips.
The TV... isn't the TV show, what's her name?
Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, it's Elizabeth Hurley in the TV show.
I still haven't seen the show. I have to look it up.
It's good. It's all different actors. I think one of the guys might be the same.
The bully... No, the bully's different. The bully's... Yeah, I think this is a whole different cast. I don't think anyone stayed from the movie.
But they essentially continued the story of the movie, where like that girl's around all the time now, and they get the
Lisa.
Yes, it's really funny. I really enjoyed it.
Kablam.
Oh yeah, we talked about Kablam. You watch Kablam?
I remember the show. Why can't I remember what happens in it?
It's a bunch of different
Different
skits.
You're blocking a lot of your childhood.
I've had a really bad week, but but no, Kablam. I've seen it. It was all. I remember all that. Was it?
It was on the same
like
time.
that?
Yeah, they were on Saturday night. A Snick. It was like all that, and then Kablam, and
The action duo. What was the action duo? What are the action figures?
the action.
Oh
thing.
yeah!
And it had
was like
the
a Mad
Flesh,
TV
and he was like,
Yeah.
the Flesh, and
okay.
he was like butt naked. And
It was,
Yeah.
Mad
I remember
TV
that.
/ Robot Chicken back in the day.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
my favorite was the alien and the caveman.
Caveman.
Oh
He
yeah,
was trying to get the caveman to do stuff, and he would always mess
Prometheus
up.
and Bob.
Yes,
I do remember.
Thank you.
See?
Oh, I was like, Beth, what was the name of that one? She can't remember. I was like, it was so good. Yeah, we had a nostalgia trip last week, and I can't, but we're talking about Valiant. I've been reading Man Award, so like I've stopped reading all of the comics. And I've been reading the big giant Valiant books, and because I have the Man Award hardback giant deluxe edition. That's like the first 12 issues. It's like the first year.
Basically, yeah.
It's like the first year of X-Men Man of War.
Yeah, it leads all the way up to. I think it leads all the way up to Armor Hunters, I believe.
I don't know. I think it's.
I can't remember, but I mean, it gets you. It gets pretty long.
But it's
No,
really,
to Unity. It gets up to Unity.
it's really good, and it's definitely well written. It's written by Venditti. I can't remember his first. Well,
Robert?
Robert. I was just calling him. Hey, let's go see Venditti.
Because it's a great last name.
Yeah, and it's
Venditti.
definitely got great writing. I think it's a mix of great writing and something new and fresh that's a lot different than what I've been reading, and I just like the idea of I've always liked the idea of the power suit. Like that's always been a thing for me. It's like this orb just like attaches to you, and now you're just like gone straight beast mode, and it's just, and you're pretty much invincible. Like bombs blow up around you, and that's it. And I just love that story.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought like, because we did our last episode's the Power Rangers episode. I always thought like that's what would be a good Power Rangers, like more adult situation would be something like that, where it's like these power suits and they have to learn how to use their powers and things like that. It
doesn't come with martial arts training whatsoever.
Right, that's what I'm just saying. It's cool. I haven't read any of the old Valiant stuff, but it's been rebooted. The old
Pretty
Valiant,
much, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for that. I wonder if they'll ever do like the old Valiant, new Valiant. I don't know. The Rare stuff, that was it Rare? Who bought the Acclaim?
Acclaim.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video game company, yeah.
Yeah, way to go. Good job with that Acclaim. Thank God these guys brought it back and brought new life into it. So I read the stuff on Bloodshot or something like that, or maybe it was Man of War from the rebooted Acclaim line. It was like he got the suit from a video game and stuff.
That sounds like EXO.
Yeah, and I was just like, what? Okay. I mean, I don't know if it's terrible, but yeah, I haven't ever read it, so I can't judge it. But
Yeah, that's where Shadow Man came from.
oh, okay.
Shadow Man was a Valiant comic and turned into a video game. That was bad. It was bad.
So that's what else have I been doing. I think that's really it. I've been still playing Resident Evil Revelations 2. I think we talked about that. We talked about that, right? Yeah.
You're almost done with it again.
I got so. Can I talk about that? I got so butthurt because I get to the end of this game, and it ends, and it's really bad. Okay, like the ending is bad, and I'm like, this cannot be how this game ends. It can't be. And I looked it up online, and then I called him, And apparently there's a part. I'm just going to say this because I want if nobody's played it, they plan on playing. I just want to make sure they know. In Chapter 3, at the end, make sure you switch to Moira to kill the boss. Okay? Switch to Moira for the love of God.
And he's
switch to
saying
Moira.
he's saying switch to Moira. You start out on Moira. So
I must.
you
So
do. I watched you do it. I was like, why would he choose Claire? And then you just kept going. I think it was because.
Well,
I don't wanna ruin
on the
it.
top of the screen it says, "Press Y to switch character," and so I'm doing what the screen says to do. But no, it's letting you choose. And well, I picked Claire, and Claire killed the boss, and that was not good. That's what got me a terrible ending. And so I called him and I said, "Who did you get to kill that guy?" He was like, "Moira." And I was like, "What was your ending like?" And he started telling me. I was like, "Stop! This is where mine ended." And he was like, "What?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Yeah." And so then I looked it up online. It's like, this is the terrible ending. I was like, what? And now the only way to fix it is I have to play all the way through Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 again. I'm finally right before we start turning on the mics. I was right at the end of Chapter 4, and then all y'all came over. I had to stop. So.
Yeah, are bad.
Yeah, that's right. And but it really frustrated me because I didn't know that was a big deal. I don't know. And then I noticed too that when you select Chapter 3, it shows it's the only one that does it, but it has like a silhouette of Moira and Claire, and one of them is lit up.
What's this?
If you go into the chapter select and go to.
Oh, and it depends on which one you chose.
Yeah, so so that says, "Hey, look, this is who is setting you up for the end of Chapter 4." So I didn't notice that till after I'd finished Chapter 3, but I was like, "Oh, okay, got it." So now I haven't actually finished Revelations 2. Hopefully tonight, at some point, I'll be able to finish it. Where, we air these like a week or two after we record them, but tonight is the big Walking Dead finale. So I'm excited about that too.
I have a question. Why did y'all hate about the split screen so much?
It's because
you watched it already?
It's
Yeah, it is. I didn't even watch
All
it.
right,
But it looks weird.
see this screen right here? What we got going on? That's about how big of the screen you got. But this is blacked out. This is blacked out. Like they didn't use the whole screen, even though I don't know, Nintendo 64 could use it.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
It's frustrating for a couple of reasons. One, that they've set their split screen up like that because like you said, you got a little box over here with a huge black space. Little box over a huge black space. It's not utilizing your full TV. Another thing is they have this split screen co-op, but there's no online co-op. Like we can't play the campaign together. And that's something him and I do. With every Resident Evil game that's come out, the past 3 we've played, or 2 that we've played together. And for some reason, they didn't offer online co-op. There is online co-op in raid mode, but that's like an extra separate thing. It has nothing to do with this.
It comes out what's today? Today is the.
It comes out Tuesday.
The 29th. It comes out the 31st or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like he said.
And
now, a freaking month and some change after it came out, now they're adding in what they should have released with it. Granted, though, I'm not that upset because it was only $25 if you include the season pass. So
yeah.
if they were gonna release a jacked up thing like this, they did it right.
It definitely, when you get content so sporadically, it definitely helps when you don't pay like a full $60. As compared to something like The Order 1886, where you spend $60 and you bought a 5-hour game, and that's well, 5 hours. This guy recorded videos 5 hours with editing and stuff. I looked it up. It's really like 8 hours, but it's still frustrating because it's like, man, I just spent.
I shouldn't be finished with a game like that in a week in a work day.
But you got games like it's a single player. It's cinematic, but The Last of Us, single player. I mean, there was a multiplayer, but it's not good.
Here's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it is single player. It's cinematic, just like Order 1886, and it's long. It's really long. And same thing with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's like gigantic cinematic, but it's small. I mean, it's huge. It takes you a long time to beat. It takes you like 10 to. When you finish a game, you should feel fulfilled. I feel like with Order 1886, you just don't. It looks good. They focus their time on it looking good, and that was pretty much it. So it's very.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Now Bloodborne, I've been reading a lot about Bloodborne. Have you read about Bloodborne? Heather, you're ruining the podcast.
I'm sorry, I didn't expect you guys to be starting. Usually you guys sit around and BS for a couple hours first.
That's crazy, huh?
Your wife does know things.
That's awesome.
Now it's recorded. Now it's true.
Yeah.
Thanks. No one else knew until that.
That's right. Bloodborne is like what's that ridiculously hard game that I don't want to play because I know I'd lose
Ninja
it?
Gaiden?
No,
The Ninja Turtles from like back in the day.
no, it's recently Dark Shadows.
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls, yes. Well, Bloodborne is being compared to Dark Souls. It's just like that. Apparently, it's from the same guys that did the first one.
But
Correct.
I heard it's not good.
Bloodborne?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of it. It's like really super glitchy and people aren't happy with it, and it's just not that scary.
It's getting mixed reviews. I know people just absolutely adore it, and then the other people do hate it.
It looks fun. I thought it looked really good. Then I keep seeing all these reviews come by. I haven't seen any of the good ones yet, but I've always seen all the bad ones.
I don't. Well, I read a Kotaku article where the guy playing it said that he loves it. In fact, he'd rather not be writing his article at the time. And we should go back and play Bloodborne. But irregardless, it's not something I could play. Just like I can't play Dark Souls. I'm terrible at video games anyway. Like, I don't ever claim to be good. The only game that I've ever been actually good at is Star Wars Battlefront.
He is. Doesn't matter. You could be winning the whole match. He'll win. I don't know how.
And I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how either. I ended up being good. And then we have a friend, or even now, Shadow. Shadow's been on sometimes. He's like the same skill level as I am. And he had it on PlayStation, I had it on Xbox. And it never failed. Every time I played on PlayStation, he won. Every time I played on Xbox, I won. So we just started giving up. Like, it's just like, all right, we're equal at Battlefront.
That's why I only like to play co-op with him.
Yeah, we just started, Showtime I just started setting the difficulty the hardest and playing co-op and just going at it. But I don't know if the new Battlefront, we're really stoked about that. I wonder how similar that's going to be to...
I put that page on your Facebook, right?
Yeah, I liked it, yeah. I wonder how similar...
EA's gonna fuck it up.
You think?
It's EA. They don't have a good track record.
Unfortunately,
Track record?
I am going to follow his footsteps because Battlefield Hardline.
Not good?
It's
You
it's
mean the
not,
expansion to Battlefield 4 or
No,
Battlefield 5?
Battlefield 3 was better than 4. 4 is not, and Hardline's better than 4, but it's just I don't like the scope of it now. It's taking you from these big, massive battles where you have like all this really high-tech weaponry to
Cops and robbers.
the cops and robbers, and that's what it is. And also, the cussing is terrible in the game. It's like they just wanted to cuss just because they have the ability to.
America!
And it's so annoying. I'm like, it's very stereotypical. Like, oh, cops talk like this. Oh, higher quarters says that we have to get the package and take it to the spot. And the criminals are all like,
Man, what you talking about?
oh, F it, Tigger! Yeah! We're gonna go, I'm gonna shoot this guy! Or digga, F word. And it's like, that's... Go watch Restrepo or any other thing about military or cops, and they're cussing just as much when they're in the shit. Like, it's so annoying. It's not, and sometimes it works out okay, but even you'll be like, wow, did he really need to say that right there? Like,
Well, hopefully Hardline was that bad, so Battlefront could be that good.
I hope, yeah, hopefully they just, they're like, okay, we got Battlefront now, okay, we'll put, all the R-tards on Hardline and go for
I'm still pissed we don't have 1313.
That's been canceled, buddy. That's
yeah.
pretty much goners.
I
You know,
was
That could
kind of
have
excited for that coming out.
That could have been the game.
I think it's goners because
Oh, it is, because they even said it's like once EA took over all the gaming rights, they're like, yeah, we're canceling this game, by the way. It's
well, EA didn't take over the gaming rights. They are distributing out to other developers. Disney canceled it, and I think the reason why Disney canceled it is because they said everything that comes out, comic book, movies, games,
has to be canon.
everything is going to be canon. I think whatever story the Boba Fett story they were clearly writing in 1313 contradicts something that they've got planned, be it a
Like
movie
Escaping
or a
the
TV
Worm?
show. I mean, I think it was,
We all know he did that with the help of the Infinity Gauntlet, thanks to what's his name.
so I don't know, but I mean I don't know what the fate of Boba Fett is. I really don't. I think Boba Fett is going to end up surviving the Sarlacc pit. just because.
As long as it's done how Robot Chicken said it, I'm okay with that.
Well,
Oh yeah, you thought you got me, worm? Oh, I don't think so. Baboosh, Boba out.
But there's also talks of that person dying and Boba Fett becoming like
A name,
like a James Bond kind of
a
thing,
title.
to where like you wear the armor, you are Boba Fett. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
okay with that.
Yeah, I
I know
kinda
he's
like
obviously
that.
not, but
Just let the thing die.
but no one knows.
Yeah,
And then- so oh yeah.
so like no one knows who you are really ever. You know, we know who the original Boba Fett was, but he's dead. You know, so does he die in the Sarlacc pit? You know, or does he continue on? It would be. I think it would be. Yes, Heather.
Is this over here?
No, why?
Because I want to watch Friends.
Go ahead, watch Friends, but on a low setting, please. Because nobody told you life was going to be this way. Your life's a joke. You broke. Your love life's pretty good. It's pretty much 8 and 8. So
And basically, The Rock did that on SNL last night in a bad cop, good cop scenario. He was quoting Friends line to a convicted felon. It's like, that's from Friends. No, it's not.
oh,
Oh, okay.
whatever you say, Rachel. Okay.
Thank you, Heather. I like Friends.
I like
Obviously.
Friends too. Friends are really nice to have. Oh, the show. Not a fan. Not a fan at
Who
all.
do you relate to on that show?
All 3 of them. All 3 of the guys.
Oh, I was supposed to say the girls because that would have been more
That's-
believable.
No, there is no way I'm a Monica. I cannot be that
Oh
OCD.
my God! The fact that you just said that makes you a girl.
I can't.
There's no way that I can be Monica. Oh
That-
my
I
God!
can't be a
That
Monica.
sentence
I just-
makes you
I-
Monica.
no.
No, I am definitely. I'm more of a Chandler because I'm in awkward situations all the time. I'm more of a Chandler than anything.
I'm not gonna argue with that more. Well,
Thank
I don't
you.
know about the Chandler thing, but the awkward situations.
You
certainly.
definitely find yourself in a good situation all the time. I hate being there when it happens. Because then I'm awkward. I'm like, I have nothing to do with this, but somehow I'm awkward at this point. Like,
That's why you're my Joey. Thank you.
like that time you were trying to get signatures from Scotty Young, and
Yeah, completely Chandler. That's a Chandler moment right there.
What happened?
you
Oh, I
didn't tell you that
got
story?
stage fright.
Oh no, we're sitting there. I've told this story 100 times in podcasts because I like bringing it up. We're Scott, you know have you seen all those Marvel baby variants that come out?
Yeah.
He draws all of them, and Mike collected, or Trex collected them, and so we had like a stack of like 20, and there's nobody there, and he's standing there, and I'm waiting, and I'm looking at my phone, piss farting around, and I look up at him, and he's like this, and like I see the books like. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, man. I'm like, would you like me to get them signed for you? Please. So I took him and got him signed, and he never even spoke to the guy.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah. As he was getting them signed, I was talking to him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You walked up.
Oh, you just can't initiate.
Yeah.
It's amazing because I went to New York Comic Con, met Claudio Sanchez, didn't get nervous. I met so many writers and other artists, and then when you meet that one person, you just get nervous. You just do.
I got nervous.
I didn't get nervous when I met Chris Evans. It's like it's freaking insane. So I don't know why I got so nervous with Scott Young.
I got nervous when I met Kevin Eastman. He was a man that invented my childhood.
But he wasn't scared, nervous enough to like not go down on his knees and go, "We're not worthy. We're not worthy." Not on his knees, but
I actually, no, I did do that. Yeah,
yeah, no, I have a video. of it.
Me and Shadow. Well, first we stopped, and so he could get a sandwich, and we were like, next. And he was eating a sandwich, and I was like, how much for your sandwich?
You ever seen a kid who really wanted a fire truck on the top shelf? That was Steven Shadow.
It's like, how much for your sandwich? And he looked at me and was like, I could totally get money for that on eBay. Yeah, and then I was like, let's Wayne's World him, bro. And he's like, all right. And I got him to tape it. I don't think we haven't put that out, have we?
No, that video is not anywhere on the
You
internet.
have the video, right?
Probably.
See if you can find it, yeah.
It's either here on my computer.
Okay, so what else we got going? What do you got going on?
This week I've been playing Here's the Storm. Oh, Battlefield Hardline, playing that. They ruined my favorite class. So, just to add all the crap that's happened this week, I can't even play a game I actually like.
I'm getting texts from Showtime all week.
Yeah.
Life sucks! This person is such a C word!
Everybody I have tried to be nice to this week has just turned it around, like where I'm the worst person in the world, to the point where someone complained about me to a waitress, and there was no reason for it. I asked him if he just got back from a Color Me Rad run, and obviously he was covered in paint. I was trying to start a conversation like, hey, where was it at? How did you know about it? Blah blah blah, because I want to do it, but instead he just said no and then went and complained about me.
Can you believe this guy spoke to me?
Yeah, he should have known because I was covered in paint, and that's what prompted the conversation, sir. Anyway, sorry.
Maybe it was paintball.
So I can't play the Enforcer class on Hardline because it's no longer an Enforcer class. It's really, you have a shotgun or you have a battle rifle, and this battle rifle ranges anywhere between, you can go.
Pew pew.
You have fully automatic and single shot, but the recoil is so large. Or so much that it's really hard to like get shots off. So in my one that I like is broken because when I shoot, I can be from like me to Steve, and there's bullet drop already. Like I have to aim up to hit the guy.
That sounds like me just in general.
It was horrible.
Maybe I'll do good.
And then it was funny because my friend Chris in Colorado, who I play with, he's amazing at first-person shooters, right? He used to be able to just snipe people all the time. When I knew it was really bad was when he got outshot by an assault rifle, which is not supposed to have near as much range as a battle rifle. And he got outshot by it. He was like, "I'm done. Nope, never using this gun again. I'm gonna write the creators." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "I'm not gonna write the creators." But he was really upset about it. And
dear internet,
those friends you have that are so good at a certain type of game that if they get beat by it, something's broken, or they just had a bad day, but. It's one of those two. Yeah, it was that kind of situation. But I've been playing Heroes of the Storm. They did another update, and they've changed the front screen. They released this chick Sylvanas, which is from World of Warcraft. She actually seems really good, but so did Thrall when they first released him. So maybe she's gonna get nerfed here pretty quick.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Thrall no longer has the ability to reduce his cooldowns on basic attacks.
Thank God.
Because you could just go for days in that game. It was so easy.
Beth knows what you're talking
about. Yeah. Thrall basic attack cooldowns?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it when we start talking about stuff Beth doesn't know about because her eyes just wander. And she's like, all right.
It's okay. It happens, like I told you before, I have no idea when they start talking about movies. I'm like, yes.
Well, that's why we have a diverse cast. That's the whole point. Except for me and you pretty much have the same taste and everything. But
yeah, I mean...
Treg's always trying to get us to start new things, and we're just like, I don't want to do a new thing. New things?
Sometimes they'll pick up, but oh, that actually sounds awesome, but...
No, that's fine. Alright, you got anything else going on?
No, I hate philosophy. So much.
College man. So.
Yeah.
I hated it too.
What you got going on, Beth?
We already did mine.
We did do yours, didn't we? That's
Yeah.
right. Ours was together. We had a joint one. Boom for the joint one. What about you, Trex?
I don't have one.
You haven't done anything geeky. You know what he has been doing. Props to him.
Wanking it.
Well, that also. Props to him.
That's nerdy.
Because when we come home from cons, we relax. He comes home from cons, he's got like hours and hours and hours of video footage. And it doesn't help that half the time you and I record stupid things and just do dumb stuff with the camera, and he's just like, oh my god, these two. I don't think we did much with SD Comic Con, but we've done stuff before, so
but not really.
Sorry, not sorry.
You put out a lot of Dragon Ball Z videos.
Yeah.
Have you beaten that yet? You haven't beat DBZ yet?
Those videos are about 3 weeks old.
I have a question for you, though.
Oh, you just released one, didn't you?
Yeah, I recorded all the stuff that you're seeing on my channel are all from like live streams because I live stream it and I break them all down into VODs, and so I still have 6 hours of VODs left, and I have not even touched the game ever since.
Yeah,
and that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
What's your question?
The DLC number 3 that you linked today, did they skip 2? Because I don't see number 2 yet.
Number 2 is I did retweet that a while ago when they released it, but DLC 2 information has been released. It's Super 17 costume, Super 17 moves along with the other with I think it's Nego Shinron from GT. It's a second GT pack.
Okay, cool.
You know Nego Shinron, right? I know him. I have no idea. I've
No,
never-
he's not black. That would be.
Oh my God!
It's
Um,
Omega Shinron,
no,
not Nega.
No,
Nega?
No, it's the black Nega Shinron. Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Is
black.
it actually a black guy?
Yeah.
Racist.
I was kidding.
Yeah, it's because remember each of the Dragon Balls are actually their own Shinron, and
Yeah.
Omega
Oh.
is just the bigger one combined.
I was
in
like,
film
he came
form.
back. He was like, y'all keep messing with my Dragon Balls. Those are my real balls.
The best thing about this game for me has been, Beth, is that you make your own Z fighter, and you can have different races and stuff. And the most racist, disturbing things people create and name their characters is ridiculous. There's Reddit's for look at people's racist, ridiculous Dragon Ball Z fighters, and I literally cannot say any of the names that I remember because it would be not PC for a podcast. It's so
Well,
bad.
Team 4 Star started doing Let's Plays for him as well, and they created a Majin Buu character, and it's his name is Dumpling.
It's no. This is a
No,
little different.
that's cute.
Yes. No. These were offensive. And it's
Very offensive.
It's like, what do you do when you see it still plays TOTOR a little bit. Every once in a while, I see a racist character run across. I'm like, who lets that go down? Who's moderating the name creation?
There's nobody because there's other characters named Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, actually spelled as the actual character.
Oh yeah, I've seen those a couple times.
Yeah, I'm like, this is absurd. Who's
I was like,
doing-
it's not the trainer. Dang it!
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. It's Nova Shinron.
Oh, okay. I
that's
was like,
bad.
My bad.
We can't be named.
Yeah, Nova Shinron, and technically he does.
Oh dang!
Yeah, he's the black
Wait,
character.
is that what happened to Frieza?
No,
Okay.
no, Frieza just that BS fifth form is obnoxiously stupid.
He's gold
Just so stupid.
He went to pit my ride. Yo, yo, Frieza, I heard you gold on your toes. I don't know. He doesn't have a car. He just. Oh wait, he has that scooter thingy that he flies around on.
He does.
Yeah, that scooter,
But yeah, all those videos are all from weeks and weeks ago that is slowly not even catching up to where I am in the game.
Oh, speaking of videos, Showtime and I recorded the first chapter of Survival Mode of Revelations 2, and the first episode is just us kind of complaining about the split screen.
It really
This
is.
is-
I can't fathom that. It's 2015. The Nintendo 64 had better split screen co-op than you did. Than you do. How do you do this?
This is worse than GoldenEye.
It started. He was like, "So I guess I'm gonna have to be the support character." I was, "What makes you say that?" It's like, "I'm gonna have to be the support." Yeah, you're right. Although
one thing Steve's good at is killing stuff. So
that's just true. And even then, I'm like, got him. So, it's
But
been
yeah,
good.
it's I haven't played a game all week because I've been working on the website, been working around videos, just getting them edited. But yeah, I haven't played a video game in a week, and that's where my life is.
I've been wanting to play other stuff. I for some reason, I don't know why, because I know once I start, I'll be like, I know why I stopped playing. And you just traded it in. I've been wanting to jump back into Destiny and just see where things are at. And then Showtime's like, I traded in. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? Who am I gonna play with? I think Preach still has it, but I don't know. Like he hasn't played much video games lately. Yeah, and I don't know. So it's like, I guess I straight in. It's a game to play with
That's
friends.
the curse of new MMOs nowadays, especially free to play. It's unless you're really truly immersive into it, you're gonna fall off of it very easily, very quickly. It also depends on the developers getting new content out as well.
Well, there's a lot of new content now. I don't know. Do you still have Titanfall?
Yeah.
You do?
I only have that because it only trades in for $3.
Oh.
So,
You know they made all the map packs free?
yep.
I
Guess who
read,
bought the season pack?
I read that and I was like, Showtime's angry.
It was a while ago I bought it.
Yeah.
Like when it first came out, I bought the season pack. So.
Mhm.
I know it wasn't a very good game, but I still haven't finished, what's the one with the cell phones and the hacking and the...
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I feel like I need to finish it.
You told me it was amazing.
Because it's
Yeah.
new to game. Did I tell you it was amazing?
Yeah.
I must have lied to you.
Apparently.
Well, it's not. It's okay. I'll put it this way.
This is why I play MMOs.
Everybody wrecked it, and it's not as bad as everybody made it out to be. But it's not. It wasn't like the game to end all next gen games. It was okay. I was like, all right, this is fun. The story is good, but all the extra stuff you have to do gets repetitive, and so I just want to finish the main story. I think Preach finished it and said it was good, so I wanted to finish it. And there's one thing that bothered me about Watch Dogs. Okay.
There's not a single dog.
No, well that too. And, was this guy kidnaps your sister in the game? Spoilers. And she's kidnapped for like a third of the game, and he starts putting her on the phone, and she starts like shooting shit with you and like having jokes. And I'm just like, this conversation does not seem correct for the manner of situation that you're in, young lady. Like, you're kidnapped, and we're having a laugh.
Does it turn out that she's
Stockholm syndrome.
part of them? I was about to say.
I haven't got that far yet. She's currently still kidnapped where I'm in the game, so I don't know what's going to. But I was just thinking,
For a hacker, you're doing a very bad job.
I know. And the conversation in that game too, when you hack like into people's houses and stuff, it's
Domestic violence stuff.
It's all kinds. It's like dirty sex stuff and like.
Oh, that's Stevie B's game right there.
No wonder he hasn't made it through. He keeps going to the same house.
I just keep restarting the story once. But yeah, and like I haven't finished Black Flag yet. You know, one of the only good Assassin's Creed games at this point. I did hear that Rogue was fantastic, like the old gen Assassin's Creed. So I was like,
Oh yeah.
I need to jump on that. I don't know how.
Everybody says it's way better than Unity.
Well, Unity was just dudes. like Unity, and I think to myself, I like this franchise, and there's more than likely going to be a good one coming out soon. It's like, so am I just going to skip Unity? Like, am I just not going to play it? It's like I don't like to do that when I play franchise games, but it's like I feel like I'm going to have to because it's so terrible. Like, even Preach. Like, he's a diehard Assassin's Creed fan. And he was like, no, man, Unity's good, Unity's good, Unity's good. And then I was talking to him about it, like, 4 months ago. He's like, all right, man, it's not good. I can't play it. Like, I try, and I can't, so I don't know. But, irregardless. All right, does anybody else have anything else going on? We can get... All right, so, what was talking about? You want to talk about Valiant or talk about SC Comic Con? I mean, kind of go together.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I guess that's how we'll start our SC Comic Con talk. We'll start about our thing with Valiant.
Okay.
We've ran into Valiant before. Valiant Comics. If you're not reading Valiant Comics, jump on it. I just jumped on it.
Must read Valiant.
Yes, I just jumped on it, and it was very good. As I was talking about Exo Manowar, which I was talking about at the beginning of the cast, is a Valiant comic, and we saw him. Where did we for? Like,
I used to be the only one of us that was reading it.
He did. I remember because we ran. I think it was Heroes Con. At Heroes Con, he picked up a couple of books, and you're like, these are really good.
Yeah, Sean got me from Sean Castick. He got me into them because he met with them and did a whole podcast for it. He was like, Mike, read it. I'm like, okay, stop pressuring me. I'll read it. Damn. And now I thank him every day.
And so we've been talking to them. We talked to them at North Carolina Comic Con.
We first saw them 2 years ago at Heroes Con.
Yeah, and then we talked to them some more at North Carolina Comic Con. But we didn't go North Carolina Comic Con. We didn't go as Nerds of the Apocalypse. We just kind of went to go. You know, we either go as like press or we go as ourselves. And I guess I know. Like that's why I use people listening. I use
Quote,
press
quote.
and quotes. We got Trex bought a boom mic, and people treat us with respect now. They see that boom mic, and they're like, look at
They're
that
professional.
now.
I had my hat on, so I thought I was an actual sound guy.
You're like, look at his hats. Look at that. You know, switching to the boom mic though really freaked me out because I
should have done like this the whole time.
I always have a place for my hands. And without the boom mic, I'm like, all right. So I literally just rested my hands on my belly, like diamond shape. And I'm like, yes, that's very, very interesting. Like, I don't know what to do. I started watching the interview I did with Chad Bowers. I had to stop. I was like, what am I doing with my hands? What do I do? I just need to bring. Never mind. I'm not gonna. That's just gonna go places. Bring something to hold.
One of their products as your prop.
Oh, there you go. Well, Chad Bowers has got a digital comic coming out. Oh, I guess they could have held up the book.
He also had the
Downset
X-Men
fight.
Yeah, he had Downset Fight. He had the little cards with the comic,
Yes.
with the X-Men on them.
That's
So.
genius marketing, by the way. Chad
Genius.
Bowers. But
That was probably the one good thing I liked about SC Comic Con was everyone was like, and we talked to Chad, talked to Sanford Green, like every person that we've already talked to multiple times and know how we do it. They were like, "Ooh, a boom mic!" I'm like, "Thank you for enjoying my equipment."
That's right. But before we jump on the SC Comic Con stuff, we talked to Valiant, and we've been added. I know it's gonna sound not like a big deal, but it's a big deal to us. We've been added to Valiant's press list. Like they send us press emails now, and we get
We're legit.
Yeah, we get review copies of books early, so we can read them and review them and stuff.
And today I just did the preview for X-Men Man of War 35 and the Ivar number 5 that starts the new Jumping On Point. And so I did those videos today, so they should be coming out this week.
That's right. We Trex has full reign on the Valiant reviews and stuff until me and Showtime and Beth read and catch up and stuff. Like I don't want to review Man of War 25 when I haven't read where I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? I want to be able to catch up, and he's caught up with everything Valiant. So, and I know you said you were Beth. You were looking at Valiant stuff to see which you wanted to read. I currently have the hardbacks, which is the first 12 issues of Man of War, Harbingers.
I feel like there was a shadow in the title of the one I was looking at.
Shadow Man?
Maybe that's what it
Oh
was.
god, Shadow Man is so good, but don't read End of Times. Just stick at that one.
Why skip it?
End of Times was bad. The story was okay. It was the art style that they went with, the artist, and I'm just not a fan.
Like that one Batman Eternity comic that was like written or drawn like luchadors, and everyone looked terrible, and then he went to Mexico for some reason.
I mean, yeah, it was weird.
It was like the cover was awesome. Like this sexy girl in a scorpion costume was fighting Batman, blah blah, and then she looks like something from Addams Family.
Yeah, I mean the artistry for Shadow Man fit how the story was. It was dark, New Orleans, but it literally looked like it was just bad for me. For me reading it.
Was it like 30 Days of Night? That style? I hate that style. It looks
close to it?
half-assed.
Yeah, close to it.
It looks half-assed. I don't like it.
But
But it fit. It did fit. But for me, it
drawn
just
in
wasn't.
crayon.
yeah, I like the idea of getting a value because they've only been around for a few years, so catching up would be easy.
Mhm.
And it's like it's just tough with DC and Marvel because there's like so much lore that they refer to, and the biggest issues I have with DC and Marvel and I was actually talking to Showtime about this the other day, that Valiant doesn't do that the big two, DC and Marvel. Trex gets so mad.
He's starting to thank you guys.
That's right. The
Don't
big two.
Portuguese out.
Is what DC and Marvel do is like you're reading Spider-Man, right? And you're like, you want to know what this is about? Go pick up our lowest selling book and read that, and then that'll give you that information. And I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. Valiant does a good job of keeping all their books in the same universe, but keeping them unified, and then having like an event storyline, and then books going back to their solidarity. So it's like, let's say you're reading Man of War. So you read Man of War, and then they had Armor Wars. The way they introduced all those characters, you knew what they were about when you read it. They did in the story explaining who they were, like Ninjak. He was a spy that was a ninja. I didn't, they did. That's who he is. And there was a girl who had psychic powers. I know you work for the government and you have psychic powers. That's what you need to know. And
It was almost like when you go into the event, you're in the same perspective as Man of War. You know,
Right.
like he's just now meeting people. You're just now meeting these people. Okay, so when you see him in the next event, you have that little bit of background, but
right.
they do a really good job.
Exactly. And that doesn't happen with Marvel and DC events. It's like, what was the most recent Marvel event that happened? With the Red Skull and...
I know exactly what you're talking about. I cannot remember for the life of me because it was bad.
Yeah, it's psychics. Oh man, I can't remember. Inversion, conversion.
No, it was Axis.
So Axis. In Axis, the first issue of Axis opens up where the Uncanny Avengers left off. So if you hadn't been reading Uncanny Avengers, you have no idea what. I started up. I was like, "What's happening?" The entire Uncanny Avengers group is there. Things are happening. And I'm like, "What? How did we get here? Why are we here? Who are these people? What's happening?" and you don't get that with Valiant. Like they had do a really good job of understanding and what happens, and like a character like Bloodshot. But I got introduced to all of the Valiant characters. I just read Armor Hunters, and that was it. And I got it. Like this is my first introduction.
You just ran across the wrong harbingers. You ran across the wrong psionic kids. That's all you did.
And like I understood everything was good. I didn't like my least favorite part of the armor was
the Harbinger story.
But everything else was fine. But that being said, the Harbinger story was a side story, and I read it just because I wanted to read everything. And if I hadn't read the Harbinger story,
you wouldn't have missed a thing.
Not a thing. Like, you get extra info, but you don't have to read it. You have to read it. It's only if you want to. And I like the way that's written. It makes more sense. And so that honestly makes me want to go buy more of their books. It wants me to go buy the other stories. Like I want to read. I have
you have
Archer and Armstrong, and I have Harbingers. I bought Harbingers because Trex sold me on it. I was going to get Bloodshot. But Trex was like, no, so I'm giving Harbinger another try. He said it's like Valiant's X-Men, so if that's the truth.
But better.
We'll find out.
I'm telling you, Harbingers has the villain that you relate to on every single level.
So what you're saying is it's a fat guy that sits at home and plays video games? Is that what you're saying?
Eats a lot of ketchup?
Yes.
Well.
Oh, no! Perfect.
I hope you didn't have a lot of sodium today.
No, the ketchup is everywhere.
I'm sorry, but now you gotta take a shower because you're sticky.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Give it 5 minutes. It will harden. And then it's really gross.
You don't need to scrub with a sponge for like 2 seconds.
But that's probably why I'm more of a Harbingers fan out of all the Valiant books, is because I love the villain, and I have to agree with everything he's doing. I think he's doing a good job. I support the villain in that book.
Let's check it out. I mean, I bought it, so I'm definitely going to get the first year worth of Harbingers. So. No, you can go by the booth. And the thing about the Valiant team, if we'll call them the people who run the show of Valiant, I've never met a friendlier group of people. Like, they know their fans are the reason why they're successful, and they show that. They treat their fans with respect, and that gets me. Like, that really doesn't happen with the big two, and so that's my thing. It's been my thing.
You're starting a new slur. Is it taking?
That's right. Yeah. Wow. I don't know. I'm into it, man. I'm all on board.
And as soon as we got our first email from Valiant to do the advanced reviews, or advanced previews, really, do the advanced preview, we got our first one, and he messages me. He's like, dude, read the email. Read your emails. I'm like, I can't read the emails right now because you already read it, so I lost the icon. Let me actually go to the email now on my computer. So I've read it, and I was like, yay.
Don't flip the bird to the cat.
Sorry, I don't like it. It was like moving like this, and then I did that and went.
It's like that guy.
Is he over there? Yes.
But yeah, Stevie B is super excited.
It's very exciting. So is Trex. I won't lie to you.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Now we get to go back doing comics. I'm excited.
And I used the prompter today for the video.
Nice.
On my phone.
Read it. Sweet stop. Stop.
Let the cat sleep on your clothes.
He is sleeping
On black clothes.
He's sleeping on my Captain America shirt that I bought specifically to watch Age of Ultron with.
That's May 1st, right?
May 4th?
I hope so. Good.
First.
Is it May 1st?
Oh, that's my...
May 2nd is Free Comic Day.
Oh, no. The 1st is a Wednesday, isn't it?
So we'll go see it April 30th at 7 p.m.
Correct.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, because May 1st is
You
that
too.
Friday.
That's truck day. If it's a Tuesday, it's
No,
the actual
it's-
film?
It's Thursday. It's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, okay.
Yeah, because Free Comic Book Day is what day?
Saturday on May 2nd.
May 2nd. So it comes out the Friday, May 1st, which means April 30th on Thursday it'll be in theaters at 7 p.m.
Next month is April. Okay, never mind. Wait, we're good. We are good.
You didn't realize
You trying to skip us out?
You go.
No, I was good. I was like, my advisement and I have class.
Beth, what's your
What day is it? So I can put it in my calendar before I forget. I'm
May
sorry.
2nd.
It's okay.
The actual day we're going to see the movie.
April 30th.
April 5th.
You might as well lock down May 2nd too, because it's scheduled off because we scheduled at Punk Monkey Comics, 4711 Forest Drive, in the Big Louis Shaving Center, right across from the castle. I just remember because
It's been so long. They miss us.
They totally do. So okay, well Beth is typing away at her thing. So yes, we're Valiant. You know, we're part
You're
of
official, yo.
It's right. Really cool people. They're really nice to us. So hopefully that stays. And Showtime doesn't piss them off. So.
I tell them before I talk to them, like I did with Venditti. I was like, "Listen, man, I'm really bad at like wording things. So how do I say this?" You know, so I didn't.
All right, so
I'm really upset we didn't do the Green Lantern host.
It's easy killer. We got Celebrity Day SC Comic Con in general, and you know I was very impressed by SC Comic Con. It was a lot bigger than I had originally.
This was their second show, wasn't it?
Yeah, second year they've done it, and it was huge. We did have an issue though because when we came through the the TD Center.
Oh my god!
When we walked in the wrong entrance, and it happened to be
Heathens. They didn't say that.
It was
but.
there was like a huge church service going on, and we were like, yeah, it's the equivalent of like, yeah, we're here for the gangbang, you know, like we didn't know what to do, and they're just like, they just look at us and go, the convention's that way, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, thanks. I love you.
I love how they looked at us and immediately knew what
Yeah,
it was.
they were
Yeah, because I'm carrying around all this.
Yeah,
I'm carrying around this recording equipment. It's like, I'm not here to record Jesus. Is he here? Do I get an interview?
Yeah. But
How does it feel to be portrayed by a black guy?
Wow.
Like Jesus.
Is Morgan Freeman really how your voice is?
We yeah, it reminded me a lot of the Heroes Con, man. It was like the size of Heroes Con.
Well, yeah, when you walk in, it felt like Heroes Con. That was pretty open. I mean, they even had more space to use too.
And you walk in,
There's a whole back area.
The first thing there's Valiant, boom, the Valiant booth. It's right there when you first walk in.
Along with Heroes aren't hard to find.
Yes, but they're all Heroes aren't hard to find. Always has like.
That's how he rolls.
It's just like here. It's like, oh, what's up, man? Here's your store. And like, this is great, guys. Because we didn't go on Saturday, we missed the big names. Like we missed what's his name?
John Wesley Shipp was there
on Sunday.
Yeah, he was. I think we
didn't look for him in time.
Yeah, like he was like on a break or something, and he just wasn't at his booth, or it was like shut down a bit.
John, you watched The Flash, Beth? Oh, well, John Wesley Shipp plays the Flash's dad on The Flash, and he was also the guy who played the Flash back in the early 90s show. So, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm really excited for next week's Flash, because it's the Trickster, and Mark Hamill is reprising his role as a Trickster from the 90s show, and he's like...
I saw the preview for it, and I'm all set for it.
And he's like training a new Trickster, like, to take his place. And his Trickster is very similar to the Joker, so it's almost like him doing his like Batman animated series Joker in real life. It's very cool. So
that basically how I feel that's how Mark got the job as the Joker when they saw him as Trickster. That's how I want to feel about it.
So, well, easy killer. I think my daughter's got mad at the cat. Get out! You're chewing on my stuff.
But it was awesome seeing all of our friends, Chad, seeing Sanford, seeing people from Pre-Where Art. I saw Mark Poole.
We're like part of the con people.
Yeah.
We're like every time we go, we see the same people. It's fun.
One day I'm gonna buy that Bucky O'Hara picture. I promise I will one day.
They're gonna be at Free Comic Day at Punk Monkey. No.
He got squinty eye. He knows he's gonna do it.
Oh, that's because of the cat.
Oh.
Hopefully this video doesn't freeze and people can see that.
SC Comic Con was Beth's second comic convention that we dragged her to. The first one was Florence Comic Con.
Mm.
You had a blast. She was excited.
Yeah.
And they found somebody they wanted to interview.
I have to say, seeing her and Matt walk up, it's like we found someone to interview. I'm like, oh my god, that look in their eyes, it's like we had that.
I should have told him no. Yes, dreams crushed.
Yeah, IR Harris, very nice lady.
She's awesome. I enjoy talking to her. And what I liked about her was
She was hot, right?
she was.
It was the dreads.
Is Heather over there? Oh, she was. Huh?
That's okay. She's looking at Joey.
Okay. Well, oh.
But her books are all like self-published, so
Self-published? Nice.
yeah, she's published them all herself. And she got really excited about Matt having a book published on Amazon because he honestly does not think that's a big deal. Like anybody can do it when it's not true. So to have like somebody else say that to him was really nice.
Matt has. That's right. We talk about Matt.
That guy, Matt. That's
Well,
what
yeah.
I'm calling
He
him
has a
now.
book published on Amazon.
Yeah, we should.
I probably just zone this out.
We should totally read it and then review it. Or no.
It's not
This
even,
horse.
How long? How long is it?
like 80 pages. It's a novella. Like it's going to be part of 4 that'll eventually be one actual book printed.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record an audio version of it. I'm gonna do like the audio book. Just
Leave all your stutterings in
I know.
there too.
I'm gonna do like ridiculous voices for characters. No.
I'm Jesse. I don't know if that's a character's name, but that would be how I would voice it.
Or we could all do it, and all be different characters, and be like, "That's what we did, Matt, for you. Here's
There you
the
go.
audio."
Merry
version."
Christmas. Podcast.
Oh no! What did Matt say at the end of his video? What did he say?
Oh my god.
He said
We're
we're
Nota.
Nota.
I think he forgot that we're nerds of the apocalypse. He just wanted to say he just knew we were Nota.
Yeah, it's okay, Matt.
I was like,
We
did
are-
did we give him the prospect jacket? I don't remember this.
No, it's alright. He's definitely wearing the prospect jacket.
He did an excellent job on the interview. Very nice.
That's good. He's got a good voice for it.
It's good, nice voice, nice telephone
voice.
voice.
He sounds nice.
I remember my first interviews, man. I was so nervous all the time.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, just
That was
yeah.
all over
Well,
the place.
yeah, this is Stevie B right here. Yeah.
And then I did the interview with Chad Bowers, and at the end of it, I was like, I am killing the interviews now. I'm interviewing King. So, like when Chad looked at me, and goes, "That's a really good question." In the head, I was like, "Yes, it was."
He was like, "That was a dumbass question."
No.
And Sanford's like, "Why are you holding up my shit for?"
Yeah. And and then I messed up Sanford because he was like, "It's like everybody else," and I'm like, "Oh, Sanford, I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you a stupid question." My bad. No, but it's great that someone we know like Chad and
Columbia's finest, just like
Yeah.
Sanford said.
well, yeah, and Chris wasn't there, but same thing with Chris. Like we know Chris, we see him. We know probably Chad a little better just because
We've encountered him more.
yeah. In our first free comic book day, I don't think was Chris there for the first.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was just Chad. He's a
The only time we've seen Chris was at Heroes Con.
That's right. When he was, that's right.
And that's where we did the
Oh, he was-
downstep fight.
He was also at Florence Comic Con too, right? Wasn't he?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I can't remember. Irregardless, we Chad, and the fact that we know somebody that's like on a book like X-Men '92, bro. Like I was just like, he was super excited. We're talking about it, and I was excited with him. Like somehow I felt like I was doing it too. It's like, yeah, maybe my next man. Yeah, you know, like
I thought we were at this level. You can't show up to my apartment unannounced.
Is it out yet? You writing the next issue? What you got?
yeah, I mean Sanford stuff. Sanford's doing
The Runaways for
he's-
Secret War.
He's doing Secret War stuff. They both couldn't really talk about their stuff, and
Once the books come out, we'll actually have more one-on-one with them.
yeah, and who else? We talked to the color artist with.
Rico Renzi for Edge of Spider-Verse and Inspired One.
That's right, and he was just like, I've never felt like people want to talk to me all the time now. I just colored a book, man. And I was just like, yeah, man, but you colored like the most popular book that's going to be out this year, more than likely.
And that's where I was even thinking about it too, because he put himself, he needs to hold himself a little higher.
Yeah.
Because the art that the artist did is great, but what Rico has done with that coloring has been spectacular.
Like he puts the face in the hoodie, and like that is not an easy concept to do.
No.
Like that is like he conceals a face inside of a hoodie, and you believe it. That's a difficult thing to draw. So, I mean, I checked today because I found it. I was like, "Where's my book?" And I finally found it sitting right over there, and it's still going for like $40-$50 without a CGC grade. The CGC graded ones are going for like $200. It's ridiculous. Jeff at Punk Buggy, he's talking. What grading company said he's getting involved with?
I do not know.
Well, he's going to be. They're going to have the option to grade books soon. I can't remember which company. There's two, right? There's CGC and someone else, isn't there?
I think so.
And so I was thinking about bringing him in just to get him send it off. The thing is, you got to pay for it to be graded. It's like $30, $40. So you got to. Is it worth it to get it graded? So, but I mean, for a book like that, it depends on what the Spider-Man character lives on. And if she lives on, then it's definitely worth it. So.
Yep.
What else big happened at SC Comic Con? The Valiant panel was fun.
Always.
Yes.
I'm so excited to see that issue of Man of War where he's riding the bike, like the Man of War bike.
Well, yeah, if they were talking about that.
You bought the Star Wars game, which we may or may not have video of sometime in the future. Depends on how well it goes.
We all went in on a Star Wars. What was it called?
Me and Beth.
Hey, I bought your dinner.
Hey, you're right.
That's right. I like to be less bothered, so I was just like, I'll pick up his tab. It'll be all right. Beth almost killed people because she got hangry. Remember?
Oh yeah.
No, Beth. It was so funny. At the end, I had one Valiant hardback and I wanted to buy another one, and so I went to bought it, and then Trex started a conversation with someone at the Valiant booth, and Showtime shoots me eyes like I'm hungry, and you look over at Beth and she's about to lose it, and so finally she like grabs Trex by the shoulder. It's like, it's time to go. And I was like,
she just leans over and it's like, we're ready to go. I'm like, okay, she's getting snippy. We need to go.
I'm just looking around everybody. I'm like, someone's about to break. This is gonna be fun.
It was like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I had eaten all day. Like,
yeah.
I was hungry.
And she's like, we passed the Take and Shake on the way in, right? There's a Take and Shaker path. And so, Showtime's... No,
God.
We ain't ever saying. No, wait, we'll talk about it in a second. And Showtime, me and Showtime are watching a lot of American Dad. And there's, what is it, the Asian driver? Where she's getting off the interstate?
That was from
I think that's
Guy.
Family Guy.
That was from
but-
Family
Oh,
Guy.
that's from Family Guy?
Yeah, it looks very similar. but-
Here I go. Good luck, everybody else. And we were
There's 4 lanes of traffic. No blinker. Good luck, everyone else. Whoosh.
It's like, Beth's hangry. Good luck, everybody else. she
was just driving like crazy. And we were making all these jokes like, oh, he's getting an angry Andy J. We thought Matt was driving, but he wasn't.
No, it was Beth.
And then she got out of the driver's seat like, what the Beth?
Because she tried to get in the park, and then she couldn't park, and then we were blocking her, so she couldn't reverse, and we can't. And I was like, Beth, what's happening? And I was like, get this girl a hamburger. No. But
So Steak and Shake.
yeah, we've had bad experiences with Steak and Shake after cons before. This time it wasn't as bad, but it got really bad.
It just took forever, and then the lady was checking people out, and then she was like, "Screw it, I gotta go to my table." So she just like signed out and left.
She
didn't tell the whole herd of people. Didn't tell the whole herd of people that were just standing there, the employees, like, "Hey, someone go take care of the register," and just went and took care of your tables. Which good for taking care of your tables, but tell the other people to take care of the customers. There's a line that could have gone outside the restaurant. But we wrapped around the inside, so I don't know why.
The problem was that there was one dude cleaning off tables, and then like 5 people in the corner just chilling, like leaning up against stuff,
looking at us in the line, like, "Oh yeah, those people need help."
Damn.
I hope so. Sucks for them.
And then the manager came out a lot, like when she did the clap thing.
She did the clap thing because the supply truck came in.
Oh.
Yeah, it came right around, and as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, they're about to... And here comes the manager. Yo, we need you two in the back to get the truck. Everyone else goes through. I'm like, oh, there she is.
Yeah, so it was... And then, like, 30 seconds later, they were all back over there chilling. And so I was like, what? He's like, I'm going to go tell him how to do it. Like, someone needs
His McAllister's was about to come out. My movie theater is about to just rage on them. So...
I think his army was coming out more than his
It was about to.
Yeah.
All of you, I hope you all mop this floor because your face is about to be inside of it.
SC Comic Con, what are your overall thoughts? I had a great time.
Great.
I cannot wait to go next year, and I'm really sad I didn't go last year.
What about you, Beth? You like it?
I had an awesome time. Spent way too much money.
That's the problem. What'd you buy? You bought the stuff you bought, right?
Yeah, it's behind you.
I actually bought Downset Fight from Chad Powers because I realized I hadn't bought that book yet.
This trash bag?
Yeah.
And
I was about to
also,
say, I was like, if this isn't it.
You
This is
bought
awkward.
you bought the bag?
and then I bought two of the 1 year hardbacks from I think it's 1 year. It's 1 year's worth of books, right?
I think so,
Hardback?
yeah.
It's roughly 1 year worth of books from Valiant. What did you get?
Do you want the old comics too, or just?
No, you spent a lot. Beth came with like a stack, like
Those are Matt.
100 deep of old comics.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm selling my comic collection for money. And it's like, but I'm also buying all these comics here. It's like, all right, man, that's logic. It's sound.
I'm really happy I walked out spending no money at the con.
That's right.
Well, 25 cents for comics, so it's hard to pass up.
25 cents.
At the same time, I
And
did
the
not see that.
$5 trades.
$5 trades are really good too. I'm glad I didn't go by that. But there was one con that I went along with Preach to, and the dude was like, trade 75% off. And I was like, yoink, yoink, yoink. I came home and I was like, what is this? It's okay, babe. I'm going to spend like $20. All right, what do you got in this bag here?
The art that I bought.
It's art. So if you're listening, we're sorry. We'll just try to describe it to you.
It's a white sheet of paper.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's
Can you see it? I can't see.
Yeah, it's good.
Hold there.
Hold there. Oh, back over here.
no, yeah. That's funny that you got. It's a picture. It's like a. What kind of art would you say this is? Like
It's a watercolor, but it's a print of a watercolor. It's not the
So-
original.
watercolor Michael Myers, and there was a Michael
He's
Myers
crying.
cosplayer
Yeah,
that
yes, I just
that
noticed that.
Beth lost her crap over it.
I don't. Now, because
Look
I
out,
wasn't-
everybody!
because I wasn't with y'all, I didn't see the hysteria, but I saw the picture, and it's like he's about to kill her, and look at this girl, just
She's so excited.
so happy.
I think you'd be like, if someone's going to murder, I think you would be okay with it. Like,
Especially
movie.
just
It's ending.
Goodbye, real job.
I didn't catch this guy's name. He didn't have like a card.
Oh, that's
or
Boba
anything.
Fett.
Yeah.
That's his. Oh,
But
you-
he's
oh,
like
you're
the-
ta-
But the
oh.
third one. But the third one.
But
The
that's like the
artist.
James Bond.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, the actual artist, I didn't catch his name. It's Joe something, but he didn't have like any cards or anything. You
Time
can
to
check
go through
with
that
you.
guest list and like look at every single Joe.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
It's one of these guys.
Yeah,
His
Put it up on Craigslist.
that's right.
his acrylic stuff was really good. He had like the actual paintings there, his acrylic work, and they were good.
Sweet.
His AT was like $300, so I did not get it.
Whoa.
But it was a pretty big canvas. But it was
See, that's why I'm glad I don't have money.
Uh,
Because I'd just be like, here, artists, here's all of my money.
And this guy, I already had it framed. I love him. TM Showers.
Tim Showers.
TM Showers.
TM Showers. Is
Right, let's
this?
try to angle it.
You
There.
can see what's
There we go.
recording.
Okay. Is this supposed to be? Is this a character he made up, or is it supposed to be somebody from a lore somewhere? Or
I think it's just a lady.
sweet, you should cosplay as this person.
I love his work though.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, like I bought a painting of his at Florence Comic Con, and I was telling him about that painting I bought, so he gave me like free stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's right. When you compliment someone about past stuff, they're gonna give you free good stuff.
And he's fun to talk to. Like we talked to him for like 10-15 minutes.
Nice.
Super nice guy from Charleston.
Sweet. All right. So no, nobody told you. Oh, sorry. You probably could pick it up in the background.
What?
Had
Oh,
this- had
friends.
this thing up. Wow. All right.
I wasn't gonna.
I was thinking to myself, why did Friends end? Because I've been watching, Heather watches it all the time. So,
Like how?
Have you
and
never
why?
seen the finale?
well, yeah, I saw the film. Like it ended, because all shows come to an end. But it's like I feel like Friends, you can recast and keep going. I feel like Friends has to do with the times, and people hang
It
out.
was with the times. That's
So-
exactly what.
It was hip.
So like you. Well, what I'm saying is, it
Um,
evolves as society evolves. So why don't they just
Well,
start
because How I Met
Friends?
Your Mother came out.
I guess How I Met Your Mother was
That-
like the
The
next
Big Bang
Friends.
Theory
Yes.
is also kind of like Friends
Right,
too.
like, it's our kinds of friends. That's a good point.
But
That's a
now,
good-
yeah.
That's a good point, Beth. We do need to give a shout out to our main man Trey, who helps us out a lot
Yes,
at
yes.
comic conventions. He was a little upset because Beth's name was on our flyer and his name wasn't,
Oh.
and I felt bad. He needs recognition as well.
He does.
But-
He he was very nervous about using the boom mic, and of course, it was our first time really using it in the field. I use it all the time at home. Stop it.
Because the cons are field now. We were in the shit. There I was. Balls deep in a comic convention. Sorry, that's for the milk.
I had Chad Powers to my right and the Valiant booth to my left. Where did I point the boom mic?
I've seen some things, man, and some stuff. I would recommend both of them because they were awesome.
There's a really nice Sephiroth. But yeah, it was so Trey did a fantastic job using the boom mic, and it was a learning experience. But yeah, he's a trooper. Definitely an upper body work experience. That every one of y'all who used the boom mic did not want to use your upper body.
No. Thank God, Jeff.
Oh my God!
Came over during the when you guys were talking to Venditti and
Jensen
and Van Jensen, because he held it like a champion. He knew what he was doing. Like Trex was like, "Here's the camera, here's the mic stand, Stevie B. Have a blast."
Good luck, everybody.
It's so true. Because I get the mic stand up and the camera falls. I get the mic stand over here and the camera falls. And I'm like, what is happening? It's like Jeff saw me in utter distress and came to my rescue. He was,
from the other side of the car, and just Stevie's in trouble. Come, little girl.
He's like, for sure, my hero. And then like, you guys went like 20 minutes, and like 15 minutes in, he's looking at me like, what is that? And it's like just when you think Trex was done, he had another thing to talk about, and he just looked at me like, what's gonna? I was like, I don't know. If I like try to make the cut sound, they're not gonna. They're gonna look at me and tell me.
I would have definitely said, screw you, dude.
These
are my guys.
I really enjoyed talking to them. They're a lot of fun. But I did feel like after a while, I was like, man, I feel bad because these comedies are going on so long, and when we're not talking to one of them, they just have to stand there.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe he wants to sell something.
But no, we always appreciate Trey's help. He comes in, and the flyer situation was because Trey has never been on a podcast, and so if I put Trey's name on the podcast, they hear the four of us gonna be like, oh, where's he at? Where's that Trey guy? That's why he's not there. But I should somewhere on there put, with help from. So that's my fault. I didn't do that. But that was my rational thing.
You need to do better.
You're right. I added Beth because she speaks on the cast, and every once in a while when she's not losing her voice. And
super laryngitis.
so no, but I want to make sure Trey got his dues. He does help us a lot. He carries our stuff around, and we really appreciate it. Stevie B is fat and has trouble with a backpack.
Just 10 seconds!
Yes. Waiting in line to get signatures. Who is that? Who draws?
The girl for
Saga. Who draws
Fiona
Saga?
Apple.
Fiona Apples. Yeah, waiting in line.
No, not Fiona Staples.
Fiona
Sorry.
Apples. Fiona Staples.
Wow.
I was like, Showtime, come here. And I was like leaning on him. I was like, wait, just 10 seconds, I'm gonna lean on you.
That's how long it went. I let him get to like 5. That's how patient I was.
And like, I'm not quiet about it. Everyone around is just like laughing. They're like, what is happening? Like, what is this guy doing? That was the same con I walked out.
Oh, and then you farted and blamed it on the guys behind us. I was like, that's what like a Stevie B fart. Like, oh no, it was those guys back there. Like they told me for you, and you're just like, yeah, it was that guy. And you're like, it was totally me. Like, I know your farts anywhere.
Someone wrenched on her way out of Best Comic Con, and that honestly wasn't me. But it was in a huge crowd, and I was like, this would be the place to squeeze one out if you needed to, because you. Like when you're at a I said this to Heather. When you're at a comic convention, everyone could be guilty of the fart. Okay, that's just the nature of the people there. Everyone looks like they could be the one who farted, so you can just get away with it. But like if I'm at the mall and someone smells a fart, I'm gonna be the culprit. Because of me. It's not that way at comic conventions. So.
Yeah, that would, like, people around us were commenting on it.
No, was it you, Beth? Come on, man.
I think it was Trey.
There's some more credit for you, Trey. You ass blaster.
He farted in the car on the way up, and it smelled the same.
Beth's like, I recognize this brand. I know this gas. Oh, I will say there wasn't that much BO at SC Comic Con. I never noticed. Nobody really stunk.
Everyone pretty much showered.
Thank God.
Yes.
If that was their one shower of the week, it was good to do it.
I remember one of the first conventions I ever went to was one of the mini cons in Charlotte, and there was a guy there, a huge guy, dressed in
It was Larry, wasn't it?
No, it was a black guy dressed in a Klingon outfit. And he just, oh God, I was just like
That
you just walk.
that's not normal BO. That is Klingon BO.
That's right. You just walk by. I was like, oh God, like you've got to know you smell this way, man. There's no way you don't smell yourself just
No,
walking
he was
around.
cosplaying. That's
Right.
what's going on.
Klingons stink, I stink. That's how it goes. But anyway,
What about the Attack on Titan family? Did y'all ever see them?
I saw
I
the
did not
pictures
see that,
later because SC Comic Con put it on their Facebook. So I took a picture of them. It was two little girls, and they were the humans, and then the mom was the.
But there were more of them too.
That
That's
showed
all they
the
had a
two
picture of.
kids.
But I think she did her outfit herself. Like, it looked like she painted it herself and did like a really good job.
It looked pretty legit.
I tried to get a picture, and she like always would be going too fast for us to stop him. But on the way out, when we're getting food, Matt sees him and he's trying to get me to stop. And I'm like, no, it's food time.
It's too late for that now.
it's like Beth, let's take a picture. I'm hungry.
Okay, Satan. We're gonna go get some food.
But for their second year, Robert and everyone at Borderlands did a fantastic job.
It was
As I
good.
said, it was a lot of fun. I cannot wait for next year.
Good times. Maybe we can go Saturday this next year. We'll see.
Maybe we can actually get the media passes next year.
That'd be nice. You get in early and pick interviews and stuff with media passes, right?
You set up interviews.
Yeah.
Some of them you get, some of them you don't.
Oh, whatever you can do. All right, sweet. Let's do it. You want a media pass, Beth?
Sure.
Maybe media. You be April O'Neil. You be April O'Neil, and I'll be the guy that makes no sense.
That'd
Oh,
be
so
a
you're
good
Will Arnett.
cosplay.
Will Arnett, yeah.
Did y'all see the Miss Frizzle?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the Miss Frizzle.
That made me so
I
happy.
tried to point it out in the Valiant panel, but I didn't want to be like, oh, Miss Frizzle in the middle of it.
You should have totally done that.
Robert would never have talked to me again.
I
Miss Frizzle.
totally wanted to go as her the other Halloween, but I didn't.
You can pull it off.
Back when I had red hair, I would have.
All right. So are we done? Anybody else want to talk about anything else? Or?
I was just happy that Vengeance and Venditti remembered us.
Yeah. When we told you that, our first interview, it was our first time out as Nerds of the Apocalypse ever in public.
At Heroes Con, it was.
Yeah, and it was a Heroes Con. Have we done Free Comic Book Day? I think we had just done Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
And so we were like, yeah, we got this. We just did Free Comic Book Day. We're Matt. No. We had one camera. We didn't have any mics. We just had the camera. And we had the camera facing them, and people kept walking through, and the audio was so terrible because we didn't have any mics that you couldn't hear, and the videos were worthless.
Some videos were good, but because of that one, the camera was too far away from him. So because at the same time, Vincenzo is freaking huge. He's tall, so I had to move the mic back, and yeah.
So it was literally one of the worst videos we've ever done. Luckily, this one was one of the best videos we've ever done. Totally redeemed ourselves. So
One good thing about that boom mic is people like realize you're interviewing and they try not to cross in front of you.
exactly, it just makes us look professional, even though if they knew
We
us.
need to get like caution tape next time, or like video.
Well, that's what we have Preach for. He's our bouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That's
a
what
pretty good
I
bouncer.
told when we were doing the interview for Pretty Weird, and Beth and Matt walked up. I'm like, Beth, can you just like make sure people don't watch? She's like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Because I would not be paying attention. That's the problem. Too much stuff to look at.
So, but yeah, it's the boom mic has worked out really well. Really happy with the audio. You still hear the background of convention, but
see, it's fine though because you still hear the background, but the voices are prominent.
yes,
You know, so they might not be dominant, but they're there and they're highly above all the other audio. So it almost gives you a sense of like, oh look, this is at a comic convention. This is everybody else talking at the comic convention. So,
And I love the fact that I called it a Wookiee condom in front of Van Jensen, so it's now burned into his brain.
I actually call it a Wookiee. What you put on a condom. Once you put the condom on.
I'm the expert on this here. I don't put anything extra on.
So,
yeah, one of my friends on Instagram called it a Wookiee condom. I'm like, done. That's what it is now.
yeah, I told Chad, I was like, it's a Wookiee wiener, and he was like, oh,
Thanks. And then you guys started like mouthing it.
Oh, I love Chad.
It didn't help that you're over here just like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You give people like me or Showtime this thing that is shaped like genitals, and not expect us to, and you have it as close, like we have to keep it close to faces, like it's,
Put it next to his face. Yeah, open your mouth.
Vincent's tried to bite it.
He did. I like those guys.
very cool.
Food time.
All right, guys, we'll call it here. Oh, right, I gotta finish it out. Okay, Nerds the Apocalypse. I'm Stevie B.
I'm Trex.
Beth.
Showtime.
And we're out.